Hello, fifth grade. Today is Wednesday, September 9th. And today in class, these are the things that we accomplished. First of all, I want to tell all of you, if you didn't remember, that the assignment that I had started to make yesterday to do that vocab assignment was not assigned until today. We changed it. It is on the docket for today. So to start with, today we reviewed, I should put this on here, we reviewed our vocab words from yesterday, and then we did the pre-reading, the prepare to read for Captain Arsenio, and I modeled how to infer. It's a little mini lesson on making inferences. I'm not going to do 1661 students. Then your job is to finish reading the text and practice inferring as you go. And your assignment when you get done reading is to do the collaboration discussion questions that are found on page 73. Page 73 are the collaboration discussion questions. But we did all of this on the computer, so I'm hoping that you will remember how to log on to your HMH. And I am going to jump over to my fifth grade curriculum here. And you will go to your assignments tab and you can click on it there. I'm going to jump in with my book. Won't let me click because my picture's in the way. Click it from up here. There we go. So this is when you click your assignments tab and you open this Captain Arsenio Inventions and Misadventures in Flight, it will bring you to this page. And this is where we'll start today in just a minute. And then, as always, make sure that you read for 20 minutes beyond the assignment today, because this is during class assignment, and then reading for 20 minutes every single day at home is an everyday on your own assignment. And make sure you study your spelling words. You can do this by rewriting them or using Spelling City. Make sure that you click on your grade and click on your color and week 3 to study. So first things first, I'm going to hold up 2 vocab words and I'm going to ask you a question about them. If you think the answer goes with the one over here, you point your thumb that way. If you think it goes with the one over here, you point your thumb that way. So your 2 words are passionate and impulse. Which word means a desire to do something? If you said impulse, you are right. Passionate is having strong feelings or emotions about something, but an impulse is a strong desire to do something. Your next 2 words are contribution and distinguished. Which word means when you add something to a piece of work? If you said contribution, you are right. You are contributing to it or adding to it. Distinguished means that the person or thing is known and respected for its excellence. Your next 2 words are eccentric and circumstances. Which word means odd or weird? If you said eccentric, you are right. Circumstances are the causes of an event, the causes of why an event happened the way it did. Those are the circumstances. Your next 2 words are evidently and acceleration. Which word means moving faster? If you said acceleration, you are right. Evidently means that it happened for an obvious reason. It's obvious, it's very evident why something happened the way it did. And your last two words are prototype, let me get my computer to wake up, and conceived. Which word means you thinking of an idea and creating something? That you come up with the idea. That is having the concept or conceiving. That's the thinking part. Prototype is the other word, and it is a rough model. So you might conceive a prototype. You come up with the idea of a model to test something before creating it in its final form. So that is your quick review of vocab. Now, as you prepare to read Captain Arsenio, first of all, today we talked about the genre. It is a fantasy, and fantasies are stories that contain characters and events that are not real. There's usually a problem and a solution, and there are sensory details and figurative language to help describe the setting and the characters. And in this one especially, there are a lot of illustrations that help you figure out the plot and the character. Today, think about the title and the genre of this text. Okay, it's a fantasy. It's called Captain Arsenio, Inventions and Misadventures in Flight. As you read, pay attention to details in the text and illustrations that describe his inventions. What do you think Captain Arsenio wants to do? So I'm going to read the picture on the cover page, and I see this guy looks like he is a go-getter. He has a little gadget in his hand with a button. Maybe that's like a controller. He's wearing a helmet because he's done this before and he knows it could be dangerous. He has a belt which he's used to strap himself to this rocket. It has flames and contraptions and levers and knobs, and it says diesel electric locomotive, so he took a part maybe from a train to help make it move. It says number 5 on it, which makes me think, maybe this is his 5th attempt. So in here, what do you think Captain Arsenio wants to do? So when I start writing my answer, I want to use the question to help me start my sentence. What do you think Captain Arsenio wants to do? I think, whoopsie daisy, I think Captain Arsenio wants, did I spell it right? Arsenio wants to, and then I think he wants to fly, maybe. Looks like he's trying to fly with a rocket on his back. All right. If I want to review my vocab, it's right there. You can also meet the author and learn about Pablo Bernasconi. But today I did a practice on making inferences. And so our mini lesson was on how we can read between the lines. Sometimes the author, when they're writing, they don't always give us everything. They give us clues, though, that help us come up with some understanding. So making an inference is when you take the text and you take what you already know, your background knowledge or your prior knowledge, and you put them together to help come up with an understanding that the author didn't come right out and say it, but you figured it out yourself. We gave examples about figuring out a text, but sometimes the text isn't in writing. You could figure out and make an inference based on somebody's body language. If somebody goes like this, if somebody goes like this, you can tell that they're in a negative or a sour mood, and you would infer that. They don't say, I feel angry or grumpy, but you can figure it out by reading their facial features and their body language. So today, I read the first page of Captain Arsenio, and after reading it, let's see, it's 10 minutes. I'll just do it real quick. I'll read the first page and give you an example of me making an inference. The result of looking up. Flight, one of the most ancient wishes ever known, has inspired hundreds of fantastic creations. From Icarus to the Wright brothers, history has seen thousands of adventurers who have felt the dangerous urge to soar with the birds. This passionate impulse has resulted in many failures. Scientists, philosophers, doctors, and even crazy people all have been pioneers of aviation, and each has made a different contribution, sometimes right, sometimes wrong, to the pursuit of flight. This is the story of one such man. And as I read the first 2 paragraphs, it's clear that the author wants to share an interesting story about someone who had a flying adventure. The phrase, even crazy people, made me laugh, and it made me infer that the author wants to tell an entertaining or funny story. So I've only read the first 2 paragraphs, and I know that the author's purpose is to entertain me. I can also tell because I read the pictures, and I can see a funny looking bird and some people. I just think the way that they did the drawings, it also helps me think that maybe this was written to entertain me. So your job is to finish reading the text and try to make inferences as you go. Do the collaboration questions at the end. If you click the contents button, you can click to collaborative discussion. And you have 3 questions. They tell you exactly what pages to look at, or at least 1 and 3 they do. Make sure you're answering these with complete sentences, and make sure you're starting your answer with part of the question. Like number 1 says, how has the author come to know so much about Captain Arsenio? Well, I haven't even read it yet, but I could say, the author knows so much about Captain Arsenio because he, and then I would finish answering the question. And I would make sure after I get done answering it that I put an end mark, because we are in 5th grade and we want to make sure that we are doing our best work every single time. And when you get done with those, your vocab page 20 is an assignment today. Make sure you're doing that. All assignments are expected to be done the next day. Some of you are turning them in a day or 2 late because of just how it's shifted with e-learning, and that's how you've been doing it the whole time, and that works perfect for me. And some of you are new to e-learning, and I need you to know that you only get 7 days to get it turned in, or it stays a 0. So please be studious. Please email me with questions. Please have your parents help you if you don't understand where the assignment is. Everything should be located and dated in my Google Classroom. Some days are videos, like today will be a video, and yesterday was not a video. And once again, remember I uploaded the PDF document. If you click it, it has every worksheet you could need, all the way up to page 25. Okay, have a good day.